Let's talk about surface and terrain models, another 2D product that Open Drone Map and photogrammetry software can create. So we've talked about ortho mosaics and how these are, basic, just large pictures. Surface and terrain models kind of take this to another level. They start to get into the 3D realm, and we can make 3D models in Open Drone Map and photogrammetry software as well. But a surface model and a terrain model is technically it's a 2D flat product, but the colors in the product represent 3D information. So we have different colors. You can see that here. Different colors are representing different heights. So based on our eyeballs our brains can understand these colors, and we can glean this information, this data that the different colors, the red colors are higher than the other colors, and we can set those colors as well. There's a lot to that. So that's what surface and terrain models do. A surface model will show all objects that are there, right? So not just the land, but the trees and the buildings and whatever happens to be out there in reality. The surface model shows all of that. So it's almost like a true 3D model. The terrain model strips away the trees and the houses and just shows like the dirt, essentially, the terrain, the earth, right? And that's if you're trying to look more for a landform, and that's what a terrain model does. So they're very similar. You gotta kind of look at them. They're not always perfect. The software can't quite always pick things out, and it gets a little, can be a little tricky. If a tree is up on a hill or something, or the house is, it kind of shows up a little bit. I mean, we can smooth those out later in post processing if we want to really get down to dirt, but they can look very similar. But we'll show you an example. Like, so this terrain model here, this you can see it's a little very similar looking to the surface model, and you can still see some of the houses, but it is not perfect, but it shows a lot more of just the earth. A lot of the trees are taken out, and that's the idea there. So surface model, terrain model, very similar. Surface model shows everything that's out there. Terrain model shows just the dirt. And they are 2D products that will lay down into your GIS, GIS product and line up with everything else, or you could just use it as a standalone product as well, and just represent, put a legend in there representing the heights based on the colors. And that's how we discern elevations from those products. But so 2D products showing 3D data.